Hey guys, it's Jams. This is my first ever video, and this is the first episode of my series called WiivieU, where I take a Wii U game and review it. This first episode is something special. It is Hello Kitty Kruisers, one of the worst games I've ever played. Hello Kitty Kruisers is a game made for the Wii U by Scarab Entertainment, who are best known for Hello Kitty Kruisers. Their website, though, shows other fantastic titles such as Razor, Registered Symbol, Crazy Kart, TM, Ultimate Drift, and a Hello Kitty racing game for the 3DS, which I can only imagine is just as great as this game is. The description of the game states that you can race with Hello Kitty and her Sanrio friends as they race on land, in the air, and over water. Drive, fly, and boat through the new Hello Kitty tracks such as Icicle Alley, Cosmic Way, and Island Paradise. Use power-ups to speed past your competitors or slow them down so that you can catch up. Test your racing skills in the adventure races, such as Cupcake Hunt and Apple Run. And you know, this website doesn't say anything about the Wii U version. It actually advertises microtransactions for the mobile version, so you could spend $50 for 4,800 Hello Kitty coins. $50 for 4,800 Hello Kitty coins. Let's get started. Dang, look at that transition, guys. They definitely worked super hard on this game. And listen to this excellent soundtrack in the background. It doesn't get any better than this in any video game you can ever think of, ever. So now that we saw the main menu of this beautiful game, let's start off with a quick play, see how the races go, see how the drivers look, see how the graphics look. Basically, an overview of the game. So you click quick play and what do you get? A character select screen. A character select screen filled with characters we all know and love from the Hello Kitty and Sanrio friends. You got classics like Badzdamaru and Hangyodon. Oh, and Tuxedo Sam, my favorite Hello Kitty of them all. How can I not choose such an adorable penguin with a little bow tie attached to him, and you can even put an actual tuxedo on him? Now that is what I call good character design. And Perrin, you looking okay there? You looking okay there, Perrin? Looks like your shirt's not texture mapped correctly, and that might be a problem. And you know, this got me thinking. What even is Hello Kitty? Do we even know? Does anyone even know? Is it a video game? Is it a movie? Is it a TV show? I don't think anyone knows. I don't even think the people in Japan who made this game even know. After picking your character, you're greeted to the stage select screen, where there are a whopping 16 courses. 4 tours, 16 courses, that's all you get. And these names are super inspired. You got Cosmic Rally B, you got Cosmic Rally A, you got Town Center Flyby A, you got Town Center Flyby B, you got Tropical Forest Boat Race, no letter this time, Island Paradise Boat Race A, Island Paradise Boat Race B. So I wanted something with a little pizzazz, something a little bit different from the others, something with no letter at the end of it. So I chose Icicle Alley Boat Race. So now we get to pick a boat. And look at all these boat choices. They're all very similar. Except for that circular one. That one's really good, I guess. Alright, let's just fucking start this thing. Yep, any second now. Yep. What a flawless 3 seconds of gameplay right there. No warning after the load screen that you're going to the race, and it just starts you right off. That's perfect. I love that. Let's do this thing. And right away, you can see that this game looks like an early 2000s game. There's mixing textures and blocky trees, and the water looks weird compared to everything else. It's just really weird. And wow, this game plays so poorly. The boats turn very slow in the first place, and the amount of momentum you gain makes it so that you have to slow down at every turn, otherwise you'll just hit the wall. And if you turn too much, you're going to hear a tire screech. Multiple times in the race, you're just going to hear this tire screech. Even if you're in a boat, you're going to hear tires screech. and boats don't have tires. And when you hit into things, you literally go right through them. They barely hinder your path. I even keep moving after I hit things, and all they do is momentarily spin you around. These obstacles fail at the fundamental thing they're supposed to do. The items do absolutely nothing to help you. There's these cakes that you throw that never hit enemies, a bubble that goes around you that protects you from nothing, and traffic cones that are basically the banana peels from Mario Kart. And oh look, they get little clouds if you plop them in the air, that's cute. The only good one is the speed boost, and it's just a generic speed boost. The AI is also horrible in this game. In this one race alone, 2 AI got stuck to the wall and stayed there the entire second half of the race. And multiple times the drivers passed me going in the opposite direction. And after beating this race, I really noticed that the character just doesn't do anything. It just sits there, stares into space. Poor Tuxedo Sam has to proceed with this race even though his friends are getting magnetized to walls, trapped for eternity while you go ahead and beat them. Other than boat races, there are also kart races and plane races, and they both play terribly. For the kart, you have to gently touch the analog stick to turn, otherwise you'll just hit the wall because the karts turn way too fast at the max speed. And guess what the max speed is? It's like 2 miles an hour. It's ridiculously slow. The plane is just like the others too. It's awful at turning, albeit better than the other two, and still have the same problem that you're feeling like you're going really slow. And the character in the plane looks like it's at a different frame rate from the rest of the game. I don't know, it's really bizarre. And guess what this game has? Tilt controls! Great tilt controls, let me tell you. No, horrible tilt controls. Here's a footage of me trying it out on plane level. I can't even turn. You have to literally put the gamepad upside down half the time or it won't even turn. Oh, and there's a drifting mechanic in this game. But I use mechanic lightly considering how little it does to actually help you. It's not a fun drift like in Mario Kart where it gives you a speed boost if you do it right. It's a drift that turns you tighter but also leaves you without control. So the turning is better if you drift, but you won't be able to maneuver correctly. And this for some reason applies to the boat and the plane even though they shouldn't be able to drift. So pretty much the game controls horribly, and controls are the fundamentals of a video game, especially a racing game. How can you have bad controls in a racing game? It doesn't make any sense. So after doing the quick play mode, I did the tournament mode, which is really just those 4 tours, 4 tracks, and racing in them. And after racing in just that quick play, I really didn't want to do it, but I did all of it. And all I got was unlockable characters. And all they do is stare into the space, stare into the abyss, and watch their friends and race past them. It's actually really depressing. The last single player mode is called Adventure Mode. And for some reason I had high hopes for this mode because, you know, I'm thinking Diddy Kong Racing, that has a pretty good mode. But no, it's horrible. It's terrible mode. Let me tell you why. This adventure mode is actually really terrible and doesn't feel like an adventure at all, like adventure mode should be. They're really just the same modes with a different name over and over and over again. So the game plops you in a course and tasks you to pick up stuff. Like in Cupcake Hunt, you just get cupcakes. You pick up cupcakes. In Rainbow Gates, you go through Rainbow Gates, which honestly kind of reminds me of Superman 64, and that's really sad. That shouldn't be a thing. And there's also Apple Run, which is just collecting things on a track. What the fuck, man? This is ridiculous. The only one that's not collecting things on a stage is Time Trial, and that's just a time trial. That should just be its own different mode. It shouldn't be an adventure mode. I don't understand what they were doing. And there's 20 of these. It's just the same 4 boring missions repeated. And that's just ridiculous. It's like they barely tried. And every time you win one of these things, you get shoved into the damn wall. Like, what the fuck is going on? I win and the game wants me to suffer by throwing the character into the wall. I swear, this game hates itself. This game has nothing else to offer. This game is extremely unfun, and there's nothing redeeming about it. I would tell you to go pick this game up for really cheap for some fun laughs, but it's actually worth $100 right now, and it's the most hardest to find Wii game that you can get. I actually got this game for only $15 when it was really cheap, and I'm super glad I have it right now because I'm trying to get a complete collection. But it's really bad, so don't even bother. Honestly, unless you're going for a complete collection like me. Anyways, that is the first episode of WiivieU, and we can finally put Hello Kitty Kruisers to rest. Hope you guys have a great day, and thank you for watching.